know what? Take that off. All right. Stay there, Ina. Just sending you the link. 30 seconds before I have to do something. I hope you're ready. Three messages. That's not good. Come on. Load up, load up, load up. My mic's on, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, hi there. I am extremely low on bandwidth tonight, so if this doesn't work, then my sincere apologies. Hi there. My name is Paul Webber, and this is the Love Audio YouTube channel. Very warm welcome to you. Whatever time it is where you are, wherever you are around the world, please do let me know, especially if you're new here. Type new in the comments and say hi to me. We are going to be talking about creating an intro video, but with a jingle. So there's an existing piece of music. We're going to take that out, put a new jingle in, and see where we get to with that, okay? So what's Love Audio all about? Well, Love Audio is about a fun, friendly, and hopefully informative platform in which you can learn the basics to audio production, okay? So if you're on board with all of that, give me a big thumbs up. Let's get on with it. Okay. Oh, that's not right, is it? There we are. Whip Profit is in. It's apparently 3 p.m. midday, whatever that means. Hi, Paul from Canada. 3 p.m. midday. Well, you know, I'll have to figure that out. I can't really think about that particular time zone, to be fair. But no, it's great. Thank you very much indeed for joining, Whit. Great to see you on the stream as always. Like I say, we're going to be talking about a jingle. We're going to replace a piece of music that is existing on this particular video that we've got, and bringing it out, putting a new piece of music in there, which I've already got lined up ready. Actually, I've kind of jumped the gun a little bit and put a piece of music in there, which is great. And yeah, just hopefully we'll be able to bring this to fruition. Fingers crossed and the wind in the right direction, as my phrase always says. If you have any questions, by the way, with regards to audio production and you want to drop them in the comments, please do so, and I'll do my best to answer them as we go along. I've had to turn various things off because the bandwidth today is just so tiny. So if you're having trouble with this playback, then do let me know, won't you? So far, I've got what's called an excellent connection, which is great. So fingers crossed that stays the same, all right? I want to say hi to Ina, who's watching from Denmark at the moment. I'm hoping to bring Ina on because it's his jingle that we're actually creating, or his video that we're actually creating. So I've sent him a link to a call. Hopefully he'll be able to jump on the call and I can see him arrive in the software. And then once that happens, I can then bring him on stream at the same time. Rich Vibes is in the house as well. Hello to Rich. Rich is from Exeter in Devon, about 11 or 12 miles away from here, which is really cool. So thanks so much for joining, Rich. Hope you're okay. Like I say, we are going to be delving into the world of jingles tonight, which is great. We're actually substituting a piece of music that's on a video already and swapping that out for a different piece of music and then singing over the back end of this particular jingle so that it reflects the company name that we're doing the video for. Okay, if that makes perfect sense. Let's get on over to the software and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to mute the track that I brought in deliberately so that you can hear the music that comes with this particular video to start with. Okay, so this is it so far. And you can't hear that because I've muted it. So hang on. a minute. Right, let's try this.
CSL.
Oh, there's a bit of singing on the end of that. Did you hear that? Now, the thing is, it's out of tune, and it was just a demo so that I could get things lined up for the end of that particular jingle. I'm pleased to say that Einar has joined me. I'm just going to add his picture to some of the software that I've got here so that he can see what's going on. Give me 2 seconds, Einar. I will be bringing you in very shortly. Let me just close that out because I don't need that. And we will bring in Einar to this particular video. So give me 2 seconds and we'll do that right now. So here we go. So multi-view, click on that one, bring in that one, and he should be, yeah, look at that. Hang on, let's line that up a bit better. Oh, hang on, it's just me. I'm moving the software around instead of the image. Give me 2 seconds. Hang on. Let's reset that. Reset that. Reset all. That's perfect. Right. Good. Okay. Let's go back to layer, multi-view, and then go to Einar's picture. Bring him in central, and then go to there, and then go to there, and hopefully he should see us. Einar, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good. How are you?
Very fine, and thank you for your help here.
No problem at all. How's Denmark? You've had some snow this morning, I understand.
A lot of snow this morning, but almost everything is gone now.
Well, I happen to like snow, so, you know, if we do get a little bit, we've got some forecast for tomorrow morning, I think a couple of showers. Most of it, of course, because we're near the coast here, Einar, will fall of rain, you know, but on the hills above 200 meters perhaps, then yeah, definitely I think a little covering of snow will happen. So we're looking forward to that. Well, I'm looking forward to that anyway, even if it's nice to look at, not particularly nice to drive in, right?
Not to drive in, no.
So just explain to people whereabouts you are. I know, whereabouts in the country are you in Denmark?
I am in the middle of Denmark in a city called Fredericia, and here we have the same distance to everywhere. Mm-hmm. In 1 hour, Germany, 2 hours in Copenhagen, and 2.5 hours almost in Skagen. So that's really in the center of everything.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of visiting Odense. Is it Odense? It's pronounced Odense.
Odense.
Yeah, Odense. Yeah.
Odense.
When I was 18 years of age, that's the last time I went to Denmark. So it's such a long time. I need to get back there somehow.
Yes, I can be in Odense in 45 minutes in a car from here.
Oh, great.
Yes, so not long distance.
Okay, well, what we're going to be doing, as we just mentioned on the preamble, is that we're going to be looking at the video that we created for you this morning, and it's already got some music with it, as you know, and I've found a piece of music which I think you'll like. So what I'm going to do is just play people the video itself with the music that we've already got attached to it, okay? And then we'll start bringing up the other pieces of video at the same time. So this is the current video. Here we go. All very good. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, it's working.
Yeah.
Yes, it's working.
And so, what we can do then in that case is shrink that down a minute because we don't need to see that just yet. We'll move that down here. And what I've done is, if I put that over that side, you don't need to see that. So here we are. We've got a new piece of music in there now. I'm going to be playing the video for you once more. And bring that back in so you can see it. And this time we'll have the new piece of music playing along with it. So let me know what you think of this. Here we go. like that.
That's very fine.
And I like the way that it's each element comes in when each of the images comes in with the phone icons, you know?
Yes, I saw this too.
Yeah, so the music works really well with that, and I was really pleased when I came across this particular track. Although it's a little bit 70s, a little bit kind of Saturday Night Fever, but I think it works with the imagery and the kind of audience that you're attracting. Okay, and,
I think this is great. Yes.
Yeah, so what I did was I brought in just my own voice here on a couple of tracks, a bit of harmony, but one or two of them are out of tune. So I'm going to play it from about midway. So we'll play it from here. Here's the video again. And it won't work because I've muted the tracks. I don't know if you can see that on the left-hand side there.
Okay.
It's got an M next to it, which is a red line. So that won't play the video. So let's try this. Here we go. CSL. That kind of thing.
Sounds amazing.
But well, it doesn't yet because it's it's slightly out of tune and it's not to the right time and tempo. So CSL. So C is a little flat, and I'm trying to look for the. I've got Melodyne, which is a piece of software that adapts the vocals so that they're in tune. Okay, but for some reason it's not loading up with the software, so I'm going to have to investigate that off air rather than trying to mess about with it tonight because I could get lost in the weeds. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to build up a couple of these tracks so that we get some harmony on that last bit. So CSL. So that's CSL, that second one there. I'm going to solo that so you just hear the CSL. I mean, it's okay, but it's not powerful enough. CSL. We mix that with the other one. CSL. They work together, but what they need is a little bit of reverb, as we call it, on those two tracks. But I'm going to add a third track here when I bring the music in, which is this one. CSL. CSL. Dum dum dum. CSL. I wish I could get down that low, you know what I mean? CSL.
Yes.
Yeah. CSL. So I can do that, and that would give it a bit more bass. So I'm going to try that. And what you'll notice is that I'm going to put this on record, okay? And we'll make it mono, because I can always double up on the track afterwards and pan it left and right so we get some stereo imaging going on. But for now, here we go. We're going to record this live. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. CSL. That's all I'm going to do is those two notes. So here we go. CSL. Like that. Okay? So that's recorded that third track in there, and I'm going to just trim it so that there's no excess breathing or noise in the background or anything like that. There shouldn't be because we're in the studio here and it's nice and quiet anyway, which is great. CSL. CSL. So, I don't know if you can notice, but CSL came in a little bit early on that L. You see that? So the L doesn't line up with the other L's. So what I do is I zoom in as close as I can, Ina, and then I go to here with the razor blade and then cut out that middle bit and then move that last L so it lines up with the other L's, okay?
Okay, it's very good.
Like that. So they all start together. So like that. And the good thing is that the music has got a bit of tail on it as well, a bit of echo. So you hear that like that. We need to correct the beginning bit. So CSL. And again, we zoom in to get it just right. So give me 2 seconds while I edit that as well. And then what I can do is start from there. This is the remix.
Yes.
So if you just want a short sting, what you do is in a jingle world, you would have the full track, which is the intro, but then I'd give you a shorter version just like that. So it goes CSL. And you can put that anywhere in
fine.
between the show, you know?
Yes.
And also, you can have an a cappella version like this. CSL. You like that?
Yes, many possibilities with this.
Say again?
We have many possibilities with this.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's fun creating these things, but people don't realize the amount of time that it takes. I mean, in a proper studio that was, you know, producing jingles on a full-time basis, you'd have an orchestra playing the music track. So we're lucky in the fact that this particular track is already pre-produced. So
yes.
But it's using proper instruments, drums, violin, keyboards, all that kind of thing. So it sounds like this on its own. So you could use this to talk over, you know. Hi, welcome to the show. And you know, use some volume control to talk over it. And then at the end comes in, it goes like that.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So there's many ways that you can use this. So the track itself is pretty much done. What I want to do is, as I say, tidy up that audio. And I'm going to try and find some reverb that works with those 3 tracks. So that's what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to take it off of mute, like that. CSL. So this C is a bit low. CSL. This one's a bit loud. Let's bring that down. L. CSL. They start pretty much on time, don't they? Because if you look at the line, if you can see the line there very faintly, it's probably a bit faint, a bit small, but it's just in front of the audio there. So there's a little bit of play in there. Bring that back to there, and it should line up better like that. CSL. C. But I want it to start with that. ESL. ESL. Starts from here, so CSL.
It's very close.
Yeah. So if we move the whole thing this way slightly. CSL. That's better. CSL. Because that starts then when the instrument kicks in as well, you know? CSL. We're getting there. We are getting there. And, you know, if we had more time, I would add maybe 2 or 3 other tracks like that. But what I'm going to do is... let me think. I can. CSL. So this is I believe this is the. CSL. Yeah, that needs to be louder. CSL. CSL. Like that. CSL. CSL. Yeah, that's nice.
It sounds very good, I think.
Yeah, let's. What we're going to do is I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to put in a new track. So track, add audio track, stereo, and then I'm going to duplicate. Right click, copy. Right click, paste. That should give us 2 of those, which it does. Now, what I'm doing in CSL. It sounds like it's doubled up that volume, but what I'm going to do is on the mix track. CSL. I think it's on tracks 3 and 4. Let me just check. No, it's on track 2 and 7 on here, which is kind of weirdly numbered. I'm going to call this... So I can rename this. I'm going to call this lead 1. I'm going to call this lead 2. Okay?
Yes.
And this one backing 1. And this one backing 2. Okay? So on lead 1 and lead 2, hopefully on the mixer it shows up now. Yeah, here we go. So lead 1, lead 2. So what I can do is go... I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to pan... One slightly left and one slightly right, okay? And play them both together. CSL. Not quite enough stereo separation, so I'm going to move that over a little bit further. And what that does is it duplicates the volume, duplicates the vocals, but doesn't give you too much volume because you're spreading it left and right instead of just in the mono in the middle, yeah? So... CSL. CSL. Like that.
Sounds
which is
great.
cool. Yeah.
Yes.
And what we do is we try and send to an audio bus, and a bus is like a transportation for effects, if you will. So we browse the effects and we come down to here. We've got a room reverb here, which I'm going to put on the bus. Excuse me. So we're going to put it just there.
CSL.
Okay, that's acting just on the bass notes, I think. But I'm going to...
CSL.
Yeah, a little bit too much. I'm going to bring it down a bit. The length of the room is okay. The size is okay. Let's give it a bit more height.
CSL.
Like that. Population of people, reflexivity.
CSL.
Okay. Where are we? Mix.
CSL.
And that's a large hall that we've got created there. So what it's doing is it's sending audio to the bus, and then the bus is sending it to the main mix at the end. Okay, so
CSL.
Yes.
you can hear that coming off the bass note, can't you?
CSL.
Interestingly.
CSL. 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 CSL.
Maybe if we take off the solos. Let's take off all the solos.
CSL.
Okay, that's muted something. Let's have a look. What's going on? So we've muted those. What we just need to do is mute this track at the top, which is the audio track.
CSL. CSL.
That's better. So the whole thing.
CSL.
You know?
Yes, it's great. I think it's very good.
Yeah, so it's I'm just trying to look for the video's disappeared again, so I need to kind of bring that back in. Hang on. Where's the view? To view the video player. There we are, video player. Okay, here it goes. Right, got it. So I wanted to play the whole thing along with the video. So this is how it looks and sounds.
Yes.
Here we go. I'll put full desktop on there as well.
CSL.
Like that.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I think it's impressive how much you can do with this.
Yeah. The software is amazing, I have to say. And we're using Presonus Studio One version 5, and it's the Pro version that I've got. And you're able to drag a video in, separate the audio track, which of course is that top one that we played, that was existing on the video itself. I mean, even with that, and then we play that. That was the original music, which is okay on its own.
CSL.
And actually, it's in the same key as the music.
Yes.
So we actually have two versions, really. One that plays the existing audio, and then one that plays this new funky kind of 70s vibe that we've got going on. Which I think is more entertaining, actually.
Yes.
And that comes in at exactly the right time.
CSL.
And there it is.
It's very. I think it sounds very good. I like this 70s style.
Yeah, it's different. I know that you're a big fan of the 80s. I know that, but I thought, well,
70s.
Yeah, 70s.
Yeah, 70s and 80s. Yes.
Yeah, I love the 70s. I love the disco and funk and soul era of the 70s and 80s. Really, really good. So what I'm going to do is let's have a look here. So I want to save the project, which I've just done. And then I want to, where are we? Song, export video. Now this will export the video with the music attached to it, okay?
Yes.
So we're going to export that. We're going to call it, because it says no jingle yet, so we're going to change that. CSL video intro, and I'll put here disco. So we know what it is, all right? It exports as an MPEG 4, so it should be fine for your software. And we click OK. And believe it or not, here it comes. There we go. So if I go full screen on the desktop and then double click on this, this will play.
CSL.
Wow. And actually, you've noticed it kind of cuts off at the end.
Yes.
And this happened the last time I did a jingle with a video. So what I'm going to do for you right now, I'll bring you back on with this particular window, and I'll show you what I'm doing as I go along. What happens is it tends to let's have a look here. So I know what we need to do, to be fair. So let's go. Where's the? There it is. Okay, that's the end. I'm going to bring that in. And then zoom that in a bit further. Excuse me. So the end, the end needs to have that tail for the audio at the end. So
CSL.
Now, because the video stops before the music tails off, now that's my fault because I've left a bit of a tail on the audio, which is fine, but I want to keep that in. So what I'm going to do is, let me think. I need to export the audio as a separate file. Okay, so I'm going to right click, mix down selection, which is there. So now if I solo that, all you get is the music.
CSL.
Okay, and then the music tails off slightly as well, so let's...
CSL.
Okay, good. So what we do now is export that, right click, and let's rename it. So this is CSL video music, and that's that one. And then we song, export mix down, CSL video music, and it goes between the two markers. So it's about 16 seconds. It's slightly longer than the video itself, which is fine. That's exactly what I want. And then click OK. That's done. And then if I play that as a solo track on an MP3, that sounds like this.
CSL.
Like that, okay? Which is better.
Yes.
So now what we do is, with that particular track, we leave that open, bring that down there, and I'm going to bring in a piece of software called Filmora 9, which is the video editing software that I tend to use, okay? There it is, Wondershare Filmora 9. And we bring in the video and the audio on two separate tracks, and then when we render that out, it'll be the finished video, okay? That's pretty cool. Let's see if I've got any comments. Sammy's in, so hey Paul. That's brilliant. Sammy Superstar in the house.
Yes, always in the house.
He's
Fine.
always in the house. He's always in everybody's house. I love the way he turns up to everybody's show. It's brilliant. And long may that continue. So we're just waiting for this to load. Obviously, it's quite...
It's very good.
Yeah. It's quite power intensive. And then once we do that, we can then mix it down, and I'll show you what I'm going to do next. So a new project, click that. And then we're going to go with that file that we've just had, which is the music file. Drag that in to there. And then the audio, the video file is this one here. We bring that in as well. Okay. Drag that down to the first file like that. 1920 by 1080, 25 frames per second. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So that will play.
CSL.
But you hear it cuts off straight away, yeah? And that's not what I want. So I right click that and I can, come on Paul, think, where is it? Detach the audio, correct? And actually I'm just going to literally bring it down because we've got the audio track here.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, so it's already done that. So here we go. This is it. I'm trying to start it on the thing, and I just realised it's on a different system. So yeah, so this is how it looks now. Wait a minute. I'm playing it on the desk. I'm so stupid. Sorry. My fault. Here we go.
Yes. Okay.
CSL.
And you hear that audio? It just tails
Yes,
off into the... Yeah? So that's exactly how I want it. So now I can export that video. And bring this up here. And we're going to call this CSL video final. Okay?
Yes, fine.
25 frames a second, which I think is fine. We could change that to 60 frames a second, so it's not quite so jittery. Bit rate, we've got 5,000 kilobits a second. Stereo is 192, and it's 44,100 hertz, which is fine for what you need it for, which is great. Quality best. Actually, no, we don't want that because it's going to be too big, isn't it, for a file? So let's go. Yeah, let's go better. And we'll click OK. And export. So again, that will take a little bit of time to render, but it's fine. It'll be fairly quick because it's not a huge great file. Not like earlier on. I know we were looking at the things, weren't we? It was taking so long, wasn't it, to render down the video file, which is quite interesting to watch.
Many things happens.
Yeah. So yeah, Mario's in from the Cutting Edge TV. Great to see you, brother Mario. Thank you very much for joining. Whit Profit is in from Canada, we saw earlier on. Rich is in from Exeter. Sammy Superstar in from New Jersey. Ina's on the screen from Denmark. And Mario's in from Nevada. Wow. Multinational show tonight.
All the world is here.
All the world is here. I love it. I really do love it. Hey, listen, guys, if you've got any questions about what we've done so far, please do drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them as we go through. We're only going to be on the stream for another 10 minutes or so. But I just wanted to make sure that this video plays and everything else. So that's fine. That's fine. I can close that. I'm going to save this project just in case. Always best to save everything, by the way, and it's a good habit to get into. So CSL _ video file. Let me just call that like that. Save that. So that's saved that particular project with all the bits and pieces that we've dragged into it, which is great. And that's done, and then we can close that out. So now what I do is we go to Documents, and then look for Wondershare, which is the brand that own Filmora 9. We go to Output, which is where it stores the videos. And then we go to Brufaloo is in. Brulafoo. I keep saying Brufaloo. Sorry, Bruce. Bruce Cameron is in from Scotland. So we definitely are multi national, which is excellent. It says nice video. So this is the final video. I know. I'm just going to play it for you on full screen, and you'll see that play out. Okay.
Yes.
Here we go.
CSL.
Wonderful.
It's great.
Absolutely great, and my pleasure to make that for you. What I'll do is I'll send that over to you, and then you can use that in your streams as and when you want to. So yeah, it's been a pleasure.
It sounds good.
Sounds really good. And you see the way that we had to adapt it slightly because it kind of chopped off the end of that tail of the music track, And
Yes.
I wanted that to breathe a little more than it did. So this bit here, for instance, hang on, a bit further back, isn't it? So this bit here, perhaps.
SL.
Yeah. So you've got the
Yes, it sounds good. Yes.
yeah.
CSL.
Wonderful. There we go. Good stuff.
Okay.
So
That's
yeah.
it. Very easy.
Well, it's not easy by any stretch of the. I mean,
No.
I may make it look easy, but it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. It's one of those things that once you've got the backing track ready and you've got the lyrics and you've got things like the video itself, which we created earlier. I know you and I, of course, were on stream for a couple of hours creating that this morning.
Yes.
Once that's done, then it's just a bit of post-production, getting things into order, if you will, and then making sure it plays out nicely on the screen and make sure it sounds nice as well. So, yeah,
Yes.
pretty good stuff. All right, well, I will bid you farewell, sir. Enjoy the snow. I'll let you know if we get any overnight or tomorrow morning, and yeah, see you no doubt on the Leader Challenge.
Yes, and thank you for the help here.
You're very welcome, Ina. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. Take care.
It's okay. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There he goes. Excellent stuff. So yeah, we enjoyed that. It was an interesting little project that we kind of got involved with there. And thanks to Ina from Denmark from CSL, which of course is Communications Social Media Live. And you can no doubt find him on YouTube, Facebook, and all sorts of other things. LinkedIn as well, I believe he's on, which is really cool. So catch his live streams as and when you can. So, yeah, thank you very much for joining Sammy Superstar, Rich Vibes, Whip Profit, Ina Reese Hansen, of course, Brulafoo, Bruce Cameron from Scotland, and Mario from the Cutting Edge TV. It's been a pleasure tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next stream, which will be next Monday night at 8 p.m. UK time. All right, have a great couple of days. Take care. See you soon.
Love on the